Oh, hey, welcome back to DELISH. Today we'll be doing a soup with 3 ingredients: shrimp, lobster, and beef, steak, surf and turf. And we're going to make sure when you see all the steps. So the steak, we're going to cut that up, put it into a stir fry. When we pour the water in, it then becomes a beef stew. It will still be a soup, but we got to use with the lobster and the shrimp. They're all going to be in there, and it's going to be like a seafood beef soup. Let's start by cleaning our steak. You can tell there's a lot of blood in here. We're going to wash up some of that blood. This is a grass from the animal. This is a grass-fed beef. What I'm going to do is cook this up, and we're going to cut it. So let's first start by washing it. Get some more water in there. You can tell, see, look all that blood that's in there. Make sure you clean that up.
Try to get a knife really good. Up, down, across. Make sure it's. Alright, that's good. Let's get our steak on here and cut them up. You can cut off some of that fat. I have to sharpen my blade. Make sure, wash your hands. I changed my gloves, so now and again, or I just washed them. We're going to cut them up into cube sizes. Not cube, but cross like that. So when you fry those, they're going to be still tender. And this, like I said, this is grass fed. So we're going to start out with salt. And that's going to be, we'll put in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We don't want it to be too salty, but we need some little bit of salt in there to give us some taste. Then we need some paprika. Go a 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. And that's a good amount right there. Garlic powder. Some garlic powder. 1/4 teaspoon of that. Then we need some basil leaf. We're gonna put in another 1/4 teaspoon of basil leaf. Get it all the way around. And then put some black pepper in there. And you know what my last one is always going to be? You guessed it. Red pepper flakes. I always use red pepper flakes. This is optional for you, but I love a little bit in there. You just work that in. So you can tell some of these still got a little bit of fat on there. That's going to be okay because it's going to make the soup more juicier. So like that right there. And just work that through. And some of these, and like I tell you, I cut them up pretty small. Got this all cube size, spiced and mixed up. Let's go ahead and put this in the freezer for 30 minutes. Now let's work on our lobster tails. I got these from Sam's Club. Let's bring in our board here, because that board down there, we're going to be cutting up our vegetables next. So we want to have a clean board. So we use this, pull that aside. And I picked these up from Sam's Club today. Really good. So let's cut our lobster tail in half right here. Like so. That. There are no veins in there, so you don't have to take any veins out. Put some garlic powder. Let's put a 1/4 teaspoon on both sides, both of the tails. Put a 1/4 salt, not too much, just a little pinch, I would say, not even a 1/4. Let's get some paprika. A 1/4 again. So you want this to be really spicy. So you're gonna put that all in there. And I could put red pepper flakes, but I'm not. So that's all we need. Let's go ahead and put these in the refrigerator. Let's start with our shrimp. These are raw jumbo shrimp. We're gonna put them in the bag, and I like them raw, so we're gonna put those in there. Take up all our tails, the little shell. So So you take all of those off of there, because you don't want to taste that in your soup. I mean, that's not cool at all. So that crunchiness will be good, but not for soup. I don't think you'd want to see that in your soup. So we're just going to keep taking all of these off of there. Now let's season those. This is seafood seasoning, a quarter teaspoon. We're not gonna put any salt because the seafood already has that in there. Paprika, a quarter. Red pepper flakes, I am gonna put it in this time. And notice I'm putting in a quarter. The reason why I'm putting in a quarter is because I need, you don't want, they're all gonna build up because I'm putting a quarter on every one of these here. So let's go and mix that in. Let's set these aside and let's go ahead and take care of our vegetables. All right, 1/2 of a bell pepper is what we need, chopped up. So let's do that. Take that out. Take all those seeds out of there. Of course, those seeds can get everywhere. And you can use this for gardening if you want to. Clean those out of there. Clean your board up. Just go ahead and chop that. Clean your knife off. Move all that to the side. Just chop them up. And you don't have to be that small. Let's cut this onion in half. We need half of this. So you put that aside. And let's chop this up. You don't have to be diced. So we just cut those just enough so we don't taste it in our soup. So that's perfect. So that's what we need. And then we move this aside. Chop up your celery. You need 2 stalks of these to put into the soup. So I'm cutting in this direction because you want these to be slightly thinner. And you just chop like so. And we move to the next one, slip through, chop it quickly. Beautiful. Chop up that parsley, nice and neat, just enough so you can get that taste and that smell into your soup. Oh, that smells so good. Chop up my cilantro exactly the same way, nice and neat. So it'll come all the way through into the soup. Now some of this I'm gonna add later. I've already peeled my potatoes, so let's show you how big I need these to be, how you would need them to be. So just cut them up. All right, let's go ahead and put in our oil. That's about 3 teaspoons there. Let's put in our onions. Start with our onions and potatoes. Fry our onions and potatoes. It'll heat up pretty soon. You want them like thin because we're going to fry these as well too, along with the onions. So like that. I'll definitely fry them in. Get those works into there. Let's just add the beef. Put our beef in there. Working that around. And you want your beef to look like that, not fully cooked. Keep working that beef out. And let's start out putting our veggies. beautiful. Smells so nice. Into my frying, but somehow wait for later so I can have that smell come out. All right, let's stir our pot a little bit more here. Make sure everything is worked around. And you can look at your beef right now. Look how nice they look. Bring it up to you. Really good. And all of that browning that was on the bottom is now going to go all the way through this soup. And look at our shrimp. The shrimps are looking really nice. Around. So make sure all the stuff that's on the bottom comes to the top. Around. So it all comes to the top and the beef goes to the bottom. So you want to stir that. So when it cooks evenly. This pot's gonna do a good job cooking it anyways. So, I mean, you don't have to do too much, but just make sure some of that beef goes down below. Shrimp is cool wherever. Potato. As well too, but and look at our cilantro, everything's in here. It's gonna be really yummy. Put that back on, let it boil, and we are done. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, that looks so good, amazing. Let's check that out. Let's check our potatoes. Potatoes are breaking up. Look at our beef. And shrimp. And look at that. Yeah, look at that. It's amazing, man. And the bell peppers. And the onion. And the celery. They all turn out really good. Let's see how pink that's. Oh, there's our lobster. Look at that. I like it. I like it. All right, let's do a taste test now. Put that in the bowl. Right. In the bowl. Let's check this out. Shrimp in there. Celery. You get the first bite. I get the second. Wow. What do? Try to talk food in my mouth, man. But it's good. The shrimp, really good. Steak is tender. Oh my word. Super tender. Grab a piece of that steak. Very good. Alright guys, check out the next video. Alright? Coming up. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Check you on the next one.